Good morning and welcome. Welcome to Fasting Space. So nice to have you here. How are you today? Really happy to have you here, share this space with you. Take some time in our day whenever you are catching this. If you're here with me live or if you're on the replay, grab a coffee or a tea and let us do some thinking and centering in health together today. I call this session Where to Look for Happiness, and I give you some thoughts about happiness from my vantage point. A path toward wellness, a path toward health, healing of any kind. I'm trying in some fashion, I think, to find happiness, and maybe that is a deeper level. I've been thinking about happiness a lot. In our thinking, we've run into two different perspectives, and I was wrestling with that a little bit yesterday. One perspective encouraging, seeking happiness. Another telling us that perhaps we should look to peace and contentment instead of happiness, and then maybe find both. I think both have value. If there are many things we could look for in the world, wealth and power and status, all kinds of things, right? And it's like many times those things that we are looking for are actually just surrogates for things that we want to make us happy. If we are on a journey toward happiness and we're recognizing it isn't always coming from more things, bigger and better, that sometimes simple, all these things, peace, contentment, and happiness, to me, I think they can be in the same boat. And so happiness, today we'll just embrace it and we won't overthink things. Yesterday I was talking with someone and we're saying, in this modern world, all the technology, all the things, we can end up analyzing ourselves to death, basically. And we can dial in everything tracked and monitored. And it's like, okay, we're analyzing things, but how are we feeling? Are these things actually making us happier? And as we think about happiness, what we could frame as a joyful way of being, what I really want to help people create on this channel. We're moving toward weight loss and wellness. That path, that process, we want it to be a happy occurrence, a happy way of being. The actions that we're taking, be that in any domain of health, a fasting space, right? Opening up space to let the body release energy, should be a happy process, I tell you. Should feel like joy and curiosity and energy, and which is the same way that our eating should be. That is the balance that we are looking for. Eating also a joyful expression, taking something outside, bringing it inside, making it a part of us. What a process. Here's this mini book, my favorite mini book, my only mini book. Open Your Mind, Open Your Life by Taro Gold. One little sentence. Remember, I read a sentence out of this a while back. Empower yourself. 2-word sentence. Such an awesome framework for us. And today I read this one, slightly longer. Never seek happiness outside of yourself. There is our powerful quote for the day, okay? Never look for happiness outside of ourselves. So to me, this is speaking a lot to us on a weight loss path, on a health path. And it's speaking to this part that is like where we started. Okay, what are we really seeking when we are looking for happiness, Seeking health, this is what I would say today. What a great practice. What an awesome thing to strive for and work toward. Health that can flow out so that we can do and accomplish every other good thing that we want. See, I love that. What does it mean to look for health outside of ourselves versus inside of ourselves? Take a little bit of time and reflect on it. What does it mean to you? What I want to share on this channel, the joy in a fasting space. I want people to see this is a process that you can sink into. I like to use the analogy of a dial. Where are you at in a fasting process? You're opening up a certain amount of fasting space. What has that been like for you as a process? Or maybe you haven't yet. Maybe you're moving toward it. Say, what does it look like to open up some fasting space? I just say, think of a time you spent some time you normally would have eaten, but then you didn't eat. And then this is a place. What existed in that space? This is fasting space in the body. What I hope people see, what I would like people to see, is an emotional space. Okay, what was happening there? Physiology is happening in the body. Emotions are happening in the body. Hormone cycles are happening in the body. We don't eat for a while. We feel hunger. Sometimes when you're open to it, you're called through it. You could recognize that's a hormonal process, hunger. And you see in that space, in the fasting space, strength in the body, energy in the body. What we have seen as a negative, what has been a burden for us, weight that we don't want, is energy to power the body in a fasting space. We say, oh, there is purpose here. There is good here. Somewhere where there is purpose and good, there can be positivity and light, joyfulness and happiness. Path of weight loss, I want to be a path of happiness for people. I want it to be an exploration, powerful exploration. To me, fasting, the most powerful weight loss tool that we have. So many wonderful natural tools. The movement, the healthy eating, the mindfulness practices. Any practice, honestly, I believe any practice, you can walk down any of these paths, dive way in, can have incredible results from it. I say, why not take some travels on all of them? I love it. But I consider fasting to be the pinnacle health practice. So dialed in. Completely trusting the body. Recognizing the physiology of it. That both physically and mentally, that we can open up that space, find health and healing for the body, find peace, contentment, happiness for the mind. Have you found a space like that, and what has that been like? I would love to hear. And do you have a struggle in that space? A fasting space, the program here that we're in, I say, I want it to be a problem-solving space. I want it to be a celebration space. I want it to be a joyful space, and I want it to be a problem-solving space. Health, to me, moving forward in health, finding a powerful direction for life toward health and wholeness. It is a completely honest, open practice. Where we just look at reality. We say, what is the reality of this situation? the reality of the difficulty and the struggle, and the reality of the tools that we have to deal with it, and the potential that we have to move forward in health and happiness. That's what I want. The only way to do it, I say. Not ideal. You say, well, I'm moving forward in health, but I'm not enjoying it, or I'm not happy. See, like, that wouldn't really make life better. So I say we've got to lean into the practices. Do you have that? Yesterday we did the discussion, what is the internal guidance system saying? So to me, an internal guidance system, whatever you call that, our thoughts, our consciousness, can kind of flow in waves. Sometimes we flow in a direction for a while, sometimes we flow in a different one. But a lot of times, I think what is happening with that, our consciousness, it is ultimately problem solving. Trying to give us ideas, these waves, this energy that comes, like these ideas, we're thinking in a direction. I think it's a natural human tendency. Do you find this? We want things to be better than they are. We are trying to move in a direction. And what we see with habits that we struggle with, especially in health, things that we see as a negative habit have also positive purpose. They're meeting needs for us. That's where we're getting out of that session. We tend to think, oh, I don't need anything. I'm strong. I don't need anything. And therefore, we end up not taking care of ourselves out of an attempt to prove to ourselves that we are strong. When really the strength is recognizing what the needs are so that we can meet them in the healthiest ways and then move forward in health and strength. Fasting to me, completely a space of finding strength in the body, strength in the mind. These waves that come, listen to them. That's a process, building awareness. If you are feeling in a space of time, a fasting space isn't for me. I think I need to be just dialing in on the healthy food and the exercise. Perfect. Like, listen to that voice and flow into it. Awesome. You're flowing in a space, you think, I just am not up for that right now. Like, fasting is the other side of these things. Saying, let fasting do the work. Say, I'm just having trouble here. We're trying to balance all these good things. Say, I'm opening up some fasting space, getting some activity, certain food is coming in. And you say, are you reaching a point? You say, I'm feeling stuck with that. Where do we go? Okay. Does that wave come in? Find the joy. Where is the joyful process to lean into it? This is the type of thing I would say to write into the journal. To have a conversation with yourself about. To open up that space. Say, out of these 4 things, Dr. Z throwing out 4 areas, the mindfulness, the fasting, the healthy food, and the movement. Where is the energy flowing? How? It's like a dance, right? We're trying to dance in that space. Can we open up more fasting space from either direction? You're trying to spend a longer period of time before we eat. We're trying to bring the last eating that we have in the day, maybe the most powerful choice we can make. Bring that closer in, moving our eating window closer, opening up more fasting space out on the other side of that profound physiologic space in the body, profound emotional space. You're feeling really stuck. Have you fasted in a day before? And what has that been like? It's a training process to be able to do it. powerful space for health and healing in the body. In a fasting space, how do you feel? Have you felt it where you feel digestive system start to clear out a bit? You just feel lighter in there? Have you felt that feeling when that digestive system is starting to calm down a bit? We all know what it's like when it is kind of amped up. It's kind of a little unpleasant feeling. If some food didn't settle right, GI system always working. Fasting for the GI system, just like it is for our whole body, it's just taking a break. And have you felt that where it settles down? You're like, I think that feels better. Just a wholesomeness, a feeling there says we're getting some rest and some repairing done. And isn't that a good feeling? Think of some of the talks that we've done, realizing, okay, in that space, what's happening? We're like helping the microbiome, the millions upon millions of organisms. It's like that do so much of the digestive work for us, that are making so many of the chemicals, hormones, actually supporting our wellness. It's a big reset. My thoughts of the day. Share your comments, your thoughts, and reflections on this as you're coming through. Really appreciate you sharing this time and space with me. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will look forward to chatting with you again soon.